So for problem 6, so we are asked to, well, bali apat na requirements. Production budget for the third quarter, direct materials purchases for the third quarter, and then direct labor budget for the third quarter, and then factory overhead budget for 6 months ending December 31, 2028. So, ang gagamitin kong solution dito ay yung mga short solutions lang, no? Hindi ko na siya gagawing per month. So, my intention here is to help you develop short solutions, no? Kasi baka mamaya, sa exam, ganito yung itatanong, amounts for the third quarter, purchases budget for the third quarter, baka nasa isip nyo, kailangan pa ba ng per month siya? Hindi, no? There are solutions na pwedeng yung third quarter total na agad yung i-compute pa. Okay? So, let's start with the production budget. So, ang gawin natin syempre is we have to start with sales. So, sa halip na i-performant natin yung computation ng production, since ang hinihingi naman ay para sa quarter, i-total na natin yung sales ng tatlong buwan rather. So, that will give you a total of 18,000. And then, syempre, di ba, i-add natin yung beginning inventory of finished goods. So, ang beginning, or rather, ang ending inventory ng finished goods. So, for the ending inventory, ang kukunin mo ay yung ending inventory ng quarter, which is actually ending inventory ng September. So, I cannot recall kung given ba siya. Wait lang ha. Let me recall the problem here. Wait ha. Ano nga ba yung sa next page, yung provision for ayun, ito pala. So nakalagay pala finished goods inventory is 80%. Yan, sa letter E of next month's estimated sales. So yun yung pinagkuhanan natin ng, kung balikan natin yung yung October. Yan. Ang sales kanina ng October is 7,000. So, ang 80% niyan is 5,600. So, yun yung ilalagay natin dito. Okay? Zoom in tayo konti, ha? Okay, there you go. Okay? So, ito. No, itong 5,600 na to is 80% ng October sales. Now, for the beginning inventory, teka, hanapin natin kung anong provision niya sa beginning inventory. Let me zoom out. Okay? Dalawang page kasi itong problem natin. Ito pala. Okay? Ito, sa letter E, last quarter, there are 5,600 finished units in June 30, 2028. So, yung end ng June, yan din yung beginning ng July, which is also the beginning of the third quarter. So, yung ilalagay nating beginning inventory dito. Yan. So, from these amounts, no, 18 plus 5,600 less 5,600, ang ating budgeted production is 18,000. So, that's for the, third quarter. So, nasagot na natin yung unang requirement. For the second requirement, yung materials purchases, punta tayo dito. Yan. Meron tayong, balikan natin na, dito sa problem na to sa letter P, meron tayong iba't ibang types ng material. So, we have to make a separate solution for each of them. Ang policy niya for ending inventory ng materials is, teka lang, I can't recall kung saan siya. Wait lang ha, balikan ko yung, yun pala, yun, ayun. So, sa letter P, at each month's end, Bacolod wants to have sufficient materials on hand to produce the next month's estimated sales. So, yun yung gagamitin natin para malaman ano ba yung kanyang level of ending inventory ng direct materials. So just like do sa solution natin kanina, hindi na ako per month dito. Gawa lang ako ng 3 column ng materials, pero hindi na ako per month. Ang gagawin na natin is yung purchases for the whole quarter. So, yun nga, meron akong 3 column. Okay. So, let's start with material usage. So, ang amount natin is 108,000, 72,000, and 36,000. So, saan galing yan? Balik natin ng konti dito. So, di ba meron tayong na-compute na production kanina na 18,000. So, multiply natin lang yan sa 6, 4, and 2. As you can see dito sa screen yung units of materials required. So, 18,000 times 6, yung una nating solution. This is 18,000 times 4. Ito naman is 18,000 times 2. Ayan. So, yung material usage natin for the month. Tapos, i-add natin yung ending materials inventory. No? So, ang policy niya is, I think nabasa natin kanina, kailangan sufficient to produce, ano ba yung sabi? Ayan, sa letter B first sentence. Wants to have sufficient materials on hand to produce the next month's estimated sales. So, ibig sabihin, nakadepende sa sales ng next month yung magiging level natin ng inventory at the end of each month. Pero dito nga, gagawin natin is dahil quarter naman yung tinatanong, so, hindi na tayo maglalagay ng column per month. Doon na tayo sa solution natin for the whole quarter. So, ano ba yung materials ending natin, no? For 101, 211, and 242. Kailangan nating tingnan yung wait lang Yes, kailangan nating tingnan yung sales next month, which is October. Yan, nakikita mo sa screen mo. So, meron siyang ipoproduce na 7,000. So, kailangan daw meron tayong sufficient ending materials to cover yung 7,000 uniques. Dapat meron tayong sapat na material para i-produce, no? Yung 7,000 for, nasan ba yun? October. So, multiply lang natin yan sa 6, 4, and 2. So, yun na yung ating ending materials. So, ito po siya. Ayan. So, yan ay 7,000 times 6, 7,000 times 4, and 7,000 times 2. So, i-combine mo yan dun sa material usage, you'll have your total material needs. Ayan, tinota lang natin yan, no? And then, syempre, i-less natin yung materials inventory beginning. Given na siya dito, ayan, sa letter B, 35, 32, and 14. So, lagay mo siya dito. Ayan. So, material needs less materials inventory beginning, yun yung amount ng materials na i-purchase mo. So, ito siya sa baba. Ayan. So, pag atin natin yung material needs tsaka yung material inventory beginning, so you'll have your materials purchases. No? So, dinerive lang naman yan dun sa formula na yung beginning plus purchases plus ending is usage. No? So, sabi ko nga, dito sa budgeting, nababaliktad lang naman, no? Nauuna mong malaman yung usage. So, meron na tong material purchases in units. Multiply natin yan sa price. Na-given naman sa problem, you'll have your materials purchases in pesos for the month or for the quarter, which is 46,000 for 101, 244,000 for, or 244,800 for 211, and 43,200 for thing 242. Itong tatlong na to, yan. Yan yung ito-total natin para makuha yung purchases for the quarter. Yun nga ba yung tanong? Wait lang. Nakalimutan ko na. Wait lang ah. Hindi. Production budget pala, no? For the, hindi, tama na. Sa number 2 pala tayo, sorry. Direct materials purchases for the third quarter. So, yeah. So, ito na yun. Okay. Materials purchases for the quarter. Yeah. 46,000 to 44,800 and 433,200. Let's continue yung direct labor. Meron tayong teka, where is the given? Teka, kabilang page pala, no? So, dako na tayo sa sa labor. So, we will start again dun sa units of production for quarter 3 na 18,000. So, nagawa ko ng tatlong column kasi meron tayong tatlong department. So, ayan. Gagawin lang natin yung units of production, multiply natin sa hours spent ng isang unit sa bawat department. Given siya dun sa problem, 82 and 0.25. Ito siya. And then, you will get your total hours. Multiply mo yung total hours sa, sa rate per hour. 8 pesos, 5.50, and 6 pesos as, given ba yun? Wait lang ha, I can't remember. Ayun pala, given. Ayan. Sa letter B. So, you'll have your, multiply mo lang yan. Labor cost. So, ayan. Teka lang, ano nangyari dito? Ayan. So, ito na yung ating, yung ating labor for the whole quarter, no? Per department, no? So, yung total hours, multiply lang natin dun sa, price per hour. So, ito na yung total labor. Ayan. Let's have total budgeted overhead. Dito sa baba, wait lang ha. Yan. So, meron ka dyang naka-enumerate na variable overhead na according sa problem ay nagamit for 27,000 units. Yan yung gagamitin nating pang-budget para sa susunod na 6 months. So, ang gagawin natin, saan na ba tayo? Eto, yung total variable cost for 27,000 units na 162,000 ay i-divide natin sa number of units produced para makuha yung variable cost per unit. Kaya nga, hindi natin ma-block. Wait lang ha. Eto. So, divide mo yung 162 sa 27,000, you'll have 6 pesos variable cost per unit. Ngayon, multiply natin yan kung ilan yung ipoproduce for the last half ng month. Na yun yung tinatanong ng problem. According kasi sa problem, yan dyan sa letter D, ang balak daw i-produce ay 60,000. Tapos nakapag-produce na ng 27,000. So, we can surmise from that na magpuproduce siya ng 33,000. Kaya, i-multiply natin to, yung 6 pesos per unit sa 33,000. So, pag multiply mo yung 6 pesos dun sa 33,000, you'll have your total budgeted variable overhead for quarter 3. Wait lang, mali yung ating label. Hindi siya in quarter 3. In the second half. Yan, i-ano lang natin. Second half of the year. Mali yung label. Yeah, that's for the second half of the year. Ito din. Ayan. So, yun yung total budgeted variable overhead mo for the second half. Now, the next question, magkano yung total budgeted fixed overhead for the second half? Ayan, medyo marami. Ayan, for the second half. Balikan natin yung problem natin. Pero let's look at the next page. Ito. So, sabi dyan, the fixed factory overhead cost incurred during the first 6 months is 93,000. Tapos ito, yung fixed overhead costs as budgeted for the full year are as follows. So, ayan, 186,000. So, dahil yan for the full year, pwedeng kunin mo na lang yung kalahati for the next 6 months. So, that's 93,000 na. So, dito sa budget na 186, this is for the full year. So, kunin mo lang yung kalahati niyan. You'll have your budgeted fixed overhead for the second half, which is 93,000. So, pag adin mo lang yung 198.93, you'll have your total na 291,000 budgeted overhead for, actually not quarter 3 to, mali na naman. This is for the second half. Second half ng taon. So, yan po yung ating problem 6.